everybody. We're the PsyChicks, and we are back with another fabulous video for you all.
Yes.
It's going to be an amazing, wonderful experience, and I believe they're going to be very spiritually enlightened.
I sure hope so. And please remember to like and push that subscribe button.
And share it with all your friends.
Yes.
And you get one, and you get one, and you get one, and you get one.
Don't I get one?
I'm putting it here. You get another one. Our Facebook page is at Transcend11.
TRANZEND 11.
And so if you really like an awesome reading from the both of us, we'd be happy to help. Give us a call.
We love doing reading.
Please hop onto our YouTube channel. And it's actually the THE and then PsyChicks. PSYCHICKS.
Yes.
Happy New Year's Eve.
Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year's to everybody else that celebrated already across the globe. We are back for our 2023 predictions for love, money, health, and basically just the geopolitical, wherever the spirits are going to communicate those messages through us. Please know that it is all in light and love.
And that is the most important thing.
Yes. And we'll be posting these videos. If we can't fit everything into this video, we'll be continually putting out a lot more content regarding what we're talking about on our YouTube channel, the PsyChicks, which we'll put in the description box, as well as our Angel Mystic Facebook page.
Some of the things that we'll be talking about in the future, and probably a little bit we'll touch on today, is the Ascension. Ascension symptoms, because I'm sure everybody's feeling them now with all the solar flares that are hitting us and all the frequency changes. Another thing that we would also like to speak a little bit about is protecting yourself, not only from other energies and dark energies that may try to infiltrate. That could cause all sorts of things like anger and just all sorts of emotions, things you don't even know where they're coming from, or just crazy people at the shopping mall.
And not only that, but our fan favorite, which is Mercury retrograde, from December 28th, which is when it actually started, or I would like to call December 27th and a half, when it actually went into pre-Mercury retrograde, all the way to January 18th, but there's going to be a little bit of a slip and slide crossover between January 19th and 20th, and the 21st is going to 21st Mercury retrograde. Here we go.
And what can these wonderful people expect from Mercury retrograde?
So on the 21st, January 21st, that is, it's going to be the end of the close of going over to the new mercurial system is what I'm hearing. So Mercury is going to be added again, not just for the Mercury retrograde, but it's going to bring in a new enlightenment, a new path. And for those that are into Chinese New Year astrology, it's the year of the rabbit 2023. And numerology wise, we're definitely not going to be able to fit everything in, but numerology wise, it's number 7 for 2023. Neptune is going to be at the forefront. He's just surfing along. So he's going to be there, and it's all about encompassing magic, the ritual of life, taking that into your own hands. And also, there was a joke that I heard in regards to next year. It's we're all free to be as delusional as we want, because it's basically you pulling in and manifesting all that. And making sure you allow others to speak their mind and not just keep on cutting them off as well. So back to you.
And a little bit about manifesting. Now is the time to manifest. This is the perfect time in the cycle to start dreaming of who you want to be, what you want to be, where you want to be. and truly feel it, because when you feel it, that's when you're truly starting to manifest. And with the ascension and all of us starting to blossom and bloom, that's going to be what's going to pull in that energy to allow us to do those kind of manifesting.
Dreamy manifesting lady.
Yes. The other thing I want to, just touch on a little bit when she was talking about Mercury retrograde. Unfortunately, one of the bad things about Mercury retrograde is that everything slows down. Contracts are almost impossible to get done on time.
What do you
And if you're expecting your roof to be shingled or your room to be done or something to come in on time, I wouldn't hold your breath, because again, Mercury retrograde slows everything down. A lot of stuff that ends up getting, missed or left behind in certain ways.
Yes, because we all love to be
Come
left
join me. Come join me. Okay.
As you can tell, the energy's up. It's a very frenetic time. Speaking of freneticism or frenetic energy, or people just becoming
Oh my gosh,
like
people are
crazy mosquitoes
out there.
Okay.
Oh, people are crazy out there. They're just like, oh, so tense and so angry. And again, that's also the changes in the frequency. And we're going to go a little bit into the deep end, and we're going to tell you about how the energies down below, the dark energies, are being eliminated, and they're being sent to other places. And unfortunately, that's bringing them up to the surface also, which is also wreaking havoc on our, that is the camera. Okay, here, right there. Speaking to the camera. Speaking to all you wonderful people out there. Also, it's also going to, people are going to get a little crazy out there. They're a little stressed. The beginning of 2023 is going to get worse before it gets better. We're going to have some issues with, the economy, the politics, a little bit of everything. It's just it seems like it's going downhill really quick. We're having so much tension in the other countries, and everybody's, throwing, oh, we're going to nuke you. Oh, we're going to do this. Oh, we're going to do that. And the thing is, on the positive side, some of you could believe this, some of you cannot. But back around, I believe it was in the early 80s, the extraterrestrials did come down, and they did basically take out all the nuclear power. And because it actually messes up with the dimensions, but that's a whole nother
That's
video.
like a time-space fabric, like 5D.
Yeah.
5D.
So don't let that scare you, because unfortunately, the negative entities do feed on fear. They do feed on negativity. We want to keep our frequencies up, 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 up.
And we appreciate you sticking to the video up to now. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Yes. And press that like button.
Yes, press it real good.
And if you have any comments on anything else you'd like us to speak about, or if you have any comments about what we've said, let us know.
We'll be, like I said, we'll be posting these videos on YouTube channel, as well as our Angel Mystic Facebook page. So
would you like to pull some cards? Let's pull some cards.
Go ahead.
Pull some cards.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we're going to do a little bit on the economy, because everybody knows how great that is right now. Creativity. Where is it? There we go. Creativity. Okay, so one thing about creativity and money is a lot of people are having trouble actually keeping their job. A lot of people are having problems finding a job. So sometimes we have to get a little more creative with ourselves. And again, that kind of lines up with manifestation. Creativity, could be meaning finding outside sources to our job. Social media, great place to have a little job. I mean, get a little kitty cat, put them out on the video and play with them, and you'll get 1 million hits, and you can monetize that. Other things that people are doing, they're going outside the box. People aren't wanting to go work at McDonald's anymore, or work at some of the the basic jobs that everybody tends to go to, especially younger kids, younger people. They're really struggling with with finding work now and actually, wanting to do those things. They're looking elsewhere, and that's where humanity is going. It's all about creativity. Would you like to pull a card? Ooh, cards are flying out.
Okay, two for the price of one. So we have the Six of Swords, which has to do with frenetic energy, creativity, and Seven of Coins. So I'm just gonna face these really, really quickly. So these are Spanish tarot or naipes. So basically any ideas because of a sense of fear or a sense of something's going to be lost because not enough time is had, or you're not going to be able to focus on the immediate need, which is basically shooting down creativity, pretty much. I know it's probably going to come out backwards, but it is creativity. It's all about fulfilling the self. It's looking inside your heart. It's looking for the creativity within you. Light, love, compassion, the light frequency. The higher you resonate, the higher your positivity is, the more that you're going to be noticing a certain shift come down the line. Being that Jupiter is very, very strong right now. It's very strong presence. There's also going to be a lot of influence regarding Neptune coming into next year as well, but it's already started, kids. So don't go out running to go into the playground because you're not going to find all the jungle gyms out there, or the tetherball, or any other ball place game. It's going to be more of a rocky road, and I'm hearing either we're in Florida, so flip flops all the way. But you're gonna feel like you're treading on stone because you have no shoes, no socks. So it's all about how to get yourself out of the hole that emotionally you feel you cannot get out of. There's a lot of depression that is felt around the world because of the low frequency, low density. A lot of the emotional dysmorphia, a lot of the displacement, the feeling of not being able to fit in anywhere. It's basically a feeling of being lost in space, even though you're in reality. So there's a lot to be said when there's 3D, for those of you that follow 3D, 4D, 5D. They said, I read in my 20s or even earlier in that 5D is when molecules are going so fast. You can literally walk through walls and bend time and space, like the movie Interstellar with Matthew McConaughey. That was a great movie that talks all about 5D and the power of love to get back to your core, because that's what's missing. It's like people are running around without a soul, that soul energy.
Yeah.
Right?
And the problem is when you talk about manifesting and The Secret, anybody that's seen the movie Secret, you have any manifesting things to tell us about that happened to you? Write them down in the comments and let us know. Because we're great at manifesting. We just need to believe it. We need to feel it. But if you put out anger and fear, you're going to get that right back. And the thing about society now, it's all about distractions. It's always, okay, so let's distract this over here. Big storm, big storm, big storm. But there's something more important going on over here.
Yep.
And if you get distracted and you go in fear, you're going to bring more fear to you. And that's one thing we don't want to happen. And light workers, I know you're all hiding in a cave somewhere, and you're hunkered down in your house, and you're afraid to go out the door, because as empaths, we feel everything, and everything is going on around us. And unfortunately, we go out. I went to the store today, and oh my gosh, it was like, trying to get in and out as quick as I can because there was just so much tension in the air. And
Tell them how they stole your cart.
Oh, they stole my cart. I turned around to help a woman put her cart in, and when I turned back around, my cart walked away. So but try to keep your frequency up, and again, with light workers, you're going to notice a lot of conflict because as your frequency goes up, as anybody, light worker or not, as your frequency goes up, and this happens in families, this happens in relationships, this happens with coworkers, and their frequency stays down here, they're all in, whether fear, anger, they don't understand what's going on, and you're up here, it's going to be an issue. And you'll tend to find and change groups to new people that fit your frequency, because this doesn't work anymore. And what eventually will happen is, I'll conduct a thing because I use my hands to talk. But you can see the world just starting to split apart. The 3D's over here, and you got 4D and 5D going this direction, and it feels like two totally different worlds out there. So it's going to be a journey. Talk to the camera. It's going to be a journey.
So they can see your Mercury retrograde. Thank you so much. The other thing you may have noticed already, because you notice all the stuff when I'm not looking, but it feels like everything is rushed, right?
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah. It does. It's like
rushed.
time speeding up. It's like I can't
Not
even
only
believe
that,
it's
but
already.
traffic.
Oh yeah, everybody's in a hurry.
Yeah.
Everybody's zipping around each other, trying to get around.
And it feels like we're losing days. There's been days where I feel like I've lost a day at a time, 2 days at a time.
Mhm.
Many of you have experienced any relevant experience, even the ones you think are stupid.
Yeah,
or there's
let us know
nothing
about
stupid.
it.
Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Put in the comments. And there is a contact phone number on our Angel Mystic Facebook page also. So please
Right.
let us know and text what
Yeah.
your experiences have been.
Yeah, and if anybody feels like their world is falling apart, or they just want to know what's going to happen in 2023, we do private consults. Just look on our Angel Mystic page for details, and you can contact us through there and give us a buzz. We do FaceTime, we do Zoom, we can do through call. So let us know, and we can help. Give you a little direction on where you're going in the future.
Let's see. Pull out a couple cards.
Okay.
So
We're gonna pull a couple more cards.
Yes. Okay, so I'm trying a second deck here. So basically, the
That's
messages of love and light and moving forth, trusting your own heart and not leaving things so willy-nilly, because that's a favorite word for a lot of us. There's also the theme of not feeling that you're strong enough to wake up tomorrow. It's basically how you resonate with your own truth. You speak up of your own truth, and things will start to open. Your heart chakra. There's a lot of disbelief when it comes to waking up and seeing the next day's sun. Because of the frenetic injury to the ego, Mercury retrograde. There's also a clash of authority, which we're seeing worldwide. It has a lot to do not just with the vaccines or vaccine mandates. And for those of you that have been with us for a long time, we normally do not talk about that, because to each their own, and everybody needs to inform themselves. But the whole energy of from the vaccines to the vaccine mandates to more mandates to China stopping their mandates in their own people, there's a collective thought, a collective feeling, a collective universe worldwide that peace and love will start to come in 2023 around January 15. I just got the date of July 15th. So from January 15th to July 15th, there's going to be an overwhelming charge or surcharges of challenges to authority, challenges to the higher ups. The term quiet quitting is also going to make a huge trend. A lot of people will be starting to move forward with their own base businesses, either at home, or I see a lot of joint partnerships through the cards here of people joining one another. And it's going to be more of a communal year, a communal feeling. People that really couldn't stand each other will be will be shifted so they can face their mirror. It's like the negative and the positive. It's like in astrology, there's your sun sign when you're actually born, and there's your polar opposite, which is 6 months before. So it's going to be the positive and the negative, just like that of a battery. Without the polarities, there cannot be a coexistence of balance.
One of the other things that they're talking about is a quickening. There's a quickening of information coming into the world. Yeah. What a lot of people don't realize, because there's a lot of deception out there with the what we would call maybe the lamestream media. Lot of things that are untruths, and it's agendas that are going on. A lot of people don't believe that, but the people that are naysayers, do your homework, really do some research, so that you actually will know the truth. There's countries out there, that are having, they're marching on their capitals. There all this stuff that nobody is seeing in this country, and it's really good to enlighten yourselves on what's going on in the world. Even things like at the borders. I mean, we hear from a lot of people. There's so many people coming across the borders, and there's so many issues with that, and why we're just allowing that, because unfortunately, our hearts go out to the true immigrants who are trying to get in and trying to find freedom in this country, and that's wonderful. But unfortunately, what's also coming in are people who are not so good, people who don't have our best interests at heart, and people who want to tear this place apart. So if you are angry about what's going on, write people, write those congressmen, write those governors, write those mayors, and let them know how you feel. We need to speak up. A lot of people think that, oh, well, you got to let, they'll take care of it. No, it's us. We outnumber people by a lot, and we do have power in numbers. Always remember that. And again, I know I kind of drifted off. I have lots of squirrels. My squirrels are everywhere. They run the show.
In light and love, they play together.
Yes. As you may have known, both of us, we both died when we were kids. We both came back very different.
Near-death experience at 8?
7. And we've also had a lot of contact with extraterrestrials and other beings.
We'll actually expand on that on a future video,
Right.
so stay tuned. We're going to be posting a lot of stuff. So thank you for keeping up to this point with us. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And let us know about your experiences, how you feel it's going to venture out in 2023. We can definitely give a lot of guidance. Speaking of ETs, they don't phone home.
Yeah, they don't phone home. But again, I wanted to go back to that thing I had mentioned before about the nuclear things. One thing is please don't worry about that. Again, those have been disabled. They are not able to be used, because what would happen is the extraterrestrials have stopped that, because what we do here affects all the other dimensions, and they don't want that. And yes, there is a thing where they were not allowed to intervene, but when it comes to that, they do, and they will. So don't go out and start digging a bunker. You probably won't need it. We do recommend that you do stock up on food and supplies and things like that, because there are problems with that.
Because of the logistics and the shortages, it is very valid. The fear factor is driven up so high that there's no room for possible growth into a higher frequency. Remember to keep your heart energy as light as possible. There's awesome hertz. One that I literally tripped over while watching The Secret and then video jumping is 852 hertz. That is an awesome heart energy. It like clears and pacifies and soothes all those ruptured cords, because the system is an internal system of just energy based webbings all over. It's a huge network. It's like a tree, pretty much. Trees have their own network where they heal. Us as human beings, it's kind of hard to keep grounded when there's so much fear out there. You know, you have now the mainstream media is putting out there so many videos on shootings. It's never a good human interest story. There's so much psychological manipulation through the media. What we recommend is listening more to the singing bowls, to what's that called, Joy?
Yeah, because honestly, and a lot of people don't agree with this, but guns don't kill people, people kill people.
But going back to Joik, is that what it is?
Joik,
How do
yeah,
you spell that?
Joik.
Wonderful, wonderful frequency. Singing bowls. What else? Oh, the Om. Om. Practice that. I'm a little bit out of practice, but I actually started doing that today. And bells. Chinese bells that you can just ring if they resonate with you. I feel like I'm Australian all of a sudden. If they resonate with you, you feel a tingling all over, or whomever's trying to communicate,
and
or
just the actual frequencies. There's so many places out there you can go and look for like 528 frequency, and there's quite a few. They have them actually designated for different things that are going on with you that really do help. One of the other things we wanted to touch on before we go is we do see a lot of volatility in the markets. A lot of volatility. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
So it isn't just crypto or the infamous Bitcoin or Ethereum or XRP.
It's all that bonds, banks, bail-ins, all that crap. Make sure that
Triple B.
Yes.
Triple B, that's good. I'm impressed.
Yes.
Nothing impresses me more than this one.
And we see things going down probably around the full moon in January and the full moon in February are probably not going to be very good for the markets. If you're buying, fantastic, buy on the dip. But if you got money in there, beware, it's coming. It's going to get worse before it gets better. We do see a lot of new things coming in, probably around March to July. As far as monetary issues, we see changes, lots of changes. Some are very good changes, even though they may appear to be bad.
Look what came out.
What is it?
9 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. So it's gonna be a lot of new information. This is also a call to discern, to tell the truth, the lies, the fibbing from the truth, the actual information.
Yeah.
Don't just rely on one source.
Yeah. And by the way, and you can look this up, and if you don't believe it, prove me wrong. But there was
challenge accepted.
But there was something done by one of our previous presidents that allows the mainstream media to lie to us. So keep that in mind, because some people are aware and they don't believe everything they hear, but some people consider if it comes from the news, it's gospel, and it's not. So discernment.
Yes, so thank you for staying up to this point, and you find the information very valuable to you. Great. If you don't, please pass it on. Share it with others. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. I'm going to throw out a couple of wonderful projects. Project Mockingbird and Project Blue Book, Project Blue Beam. Well, I said two. I was never good at math, so make sure you look those up. We will be coming out with more content, but basically it's this: love yourself, love those that wrong you in order for you to let go so your frequency goes up. Do not maintain on that lower depressive frequency, because all it's going to do is suck the life right out of you.
Yeah, don't be distracted by all the screaming and yelling that's going on in the background. Again, our whole thing with the Ascension is to let go of the past, let go of the memories, let go of the pain, so we can move forward, we can lighten up, and our frequency goes up.
And if you can, for at least 5 to 10 minutes a day, release yourself from the hooks of the EMF that your cell phone is doing. It has been proven to actually cause a lot of issues
It will
with your
fry
hand.
your brain.
And not only that, but give your brain a rest, because that blue light in the background is what's going to keep you up at all hours. It's going to cause a disfranchisement.
And they don't talk about this, but be careful when you hand your kids, 2, 3, 4-year-olds, and they're running around with cell phones in their hands, laying it on their chest, playing with it, holding it for hours and hours. It's not really healthy for kids.
And we totally get it. It's a busy, busy world. However,
greatest babysitter ever.
Health, keep it light. Health, love, spending time with the family, and just knowing how to put your foot in the sand and declare 2023 to be yours. We will be posting more content. We, the PsyChicks, thank you for all our followers out there, and for our friends, our family. It's communal community. It's where you're going to find a lot of resources, whether it's food, whether it's psychological, because I have a background in psychology, sociology, and I've got the degrees of the yin yang pretty much, and so do you. We're doctorates too. So, and doctors. Not only that, but holistically, it's a war between the low frequency and the high frequency, otherwise known as good versus evil. Please be sure to check upon in your heart which frequency, which direction you want to go. And for those of us that, for those of you that would like to know more information about your particular path, how to, what did I write down here? To blaze a new path in your life, please contact us, and please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And we'll be posting this on our YouTube channel, the PsyChicks, as well as our Angel Mystic Facebook page. Any last words?
Yes. Again, if there's anything you'd like to go us into a little deeper, there will be some things that we've touched on that we will, so keep track of our channel, subscribe, so you know what's coming up for us, because we'll try to give you as much information as we can. And, the thing is, there's a lot of anger and horrible things going on in the world, but what's going to win this war is love. Raising our frequency, because our frequency is going to go so high that nothing that's in the low frequency is going to be able to stand it. And they're just going to go. They'd be done with. They'd be out of here.
Light and love. We love you. Thank you so
Blessings.
much, and Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.